Hello everyone, I am Punyakeerthi BL. Welcome to my Python for Generative AI learning series. In this series, we are focusing on Python basics that will help us to build a strong foundation for implementing generative AI concepts. So let's dive in and start today's session. Today's topic is working with text files in Python, master file handling, the foundation of automation and AI. Let's start with introduction. So in this lesson, we will begin exploring one of the most common tasks in programming, that is reading and writing text files. By the end, you will comfortable with how to open, read, write and manage text files using Python's built-in features. Whether you are working in network automation, system administration, data science or machine learning, you will frequently need to handle files for configuration, logging or data storage. The good news is the Python makes file handling simple and straightforward without requiring any external modules. So, opening file in Python. This is just an introduction. Let's see, in Python, main function used to work with files is open function. It allows you to open a file and returns something called file object, which gives you access to various methods and attributes to interact with that file. Here we have basic syntax. F is equal to open. We are passing configuration.txt. That is what it is we can see here. Open is a built-in function to open files. Configuration.txt is the file name written as a string. F the file object, you can use any variable name. This code looks for a file named configuration text in your current working directory, the folder where your Python script is running. Let's see how we can run this code in our collab. Okay, before to going we need file, right? So I'm taking a file which has this text introduction to Python files. I saved it as files demo.txt. Okay, now what I will do, I will go here. This is my workspace using collab. Here we have option called files and folders. Okay, here I will upload files demo.txt. This is file uploaded. Now what I will do, I will take this code. Rather than using configuration.txt, what I will do, I will try to take copy path and pasting that path here. Okay, now what we got, f object, that is file object we got. Let's print type of f. Okay, let's see what is this. It is class IO text input output wrapper, that means file type. So file type. So what the content it contains, let's print exactly. It is an object. Name is equal to this one, mode is equal to read, encoding is equal to UTF-8. This is output we got. Okay, let's understand what are the path we have. Always make sure you are using the correct path. You can use either a relative path, for example, the folder name and the text, or an absolute path, that is full path, wherever from starting to end, home to everything we can keep. If Python cannot find the file, it will raise an file not found error, which is one of the most common mistakes beginners encounter. Let's go and understand file modes: reading, writing and appending. The second argument in open function defines the mode which tells Python how you want to access the file. Here are the most common modes. R, read, opens the file for reading. It is a default mode. Next one is W, write, opens for writing, creates a new file or overrides an existing one. Next one is append, opens for writing but adds new content to end of the file. So binary, used when dealing with non-text files like images or videos. Text, opens the file in text mode, default. Okay, for example, opening a file in read mode. Example, opening a file. So the same thing which we have run here, only second parameter we are sending it as read mode. So if I add R here, this will be a read mode, and when we run, we got the read mode here. By default, it will be read mode only. Here R means read only mode. If you don't specify any mode, Python assumes R by default. You can also combine options: RT, read text default, RB, read binary data for images, PDFs, etc. Let's understand text files versus binary files. Python handles two main types of files. One is text files contain readable text characters organized as lines separated by a special character called EOL, end of line, represented as /n. By default, text files use UTF-8 encoding. For example, configuration files, CSV files, .txt files. Binary files contain data in non-text binary format, can only be interpreted by specific applications that understand their structure. Examples: images, .jpg, PDFs, Excel files, videos, audio files. When working with binary files, you must specify the binary mode B in the open function. Let's understand reading contents from the file. Till now, just we opened the file and printed the object and all. Let's understand, once the file is opened, you can read its contents using the .read method. Let's understand. We have f is equal to open, the file name already. I can use content is equal to read. Already we loaded the file files.demo in read mode. Then content is equal to, we taking f dot read, then we are printing the content. When we run this introduction to Python, so whatever text we saw, that text inside saved here in the file, same thing is loaded. So what is this? Read reads the entire file and return its content as string. You can then print or process the data as needed. When you run this code, you will see the full text content of whatever file we specified, that displayed in your terminal. Let's understand closing a file. It's important to close files after you finish working with them. Closing releases system resources and prevents data corruption. You can close the file using .f.closed. You can also check whether a file is opened or closed using .close attribute. So before, what I will do, I will do like this: print f.close. Okay, I will see this. Close f.closed. Okay, I will take it as f.closed. Then I will close print. Okay, the same statement. After that, f.close function I will call. Then I will take print like this. Now let's run. So before it is not closed. When we try to close this f.close function, now it is closed. So we are able to see here. You can also check. We checked the example. We can take this same code, entire code we can take, and we can run and we can see. So file, I will take this file in read mode, and we can see I copied this path. Okay, now what I will do, see, print f.closed, no, content read, we entered and true, closed, done. Our code is done. This sequence first opens the file, reads it, and then closes it, confirming that it's properly released. Best practice: always close files after using them. Alternatively, you can use with statement, which we will learn about later, to handle this automatically. So why file handling matters? As a Python developer, you will use file handling everywhere: reading configuration data, saving logs, processing datasets, or storing results. Understanding how to open, read, and close files correctly forms the foundation for more advanced operations like parsing structured files, CSV, JSON, and handling large datasets efficiently. Let's wrap up and recap. In this lesson, you have learned how to use Python's built-in open function to work with files, the meaning of different file modes like read, write, and append, the difference between text files and binary files, how to read file contents using .read function, why and how to close files using .close, and also how to check whether file is closed or not using .closed function. In the next section, we will explore advanced file reading techniques such as reading files line by line using context managers and handling exceptions while working with files. So, thank you for watching today's session. This is part of Python for Generative AI learning series. I am Punyakeerthi BL. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Also feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. The link is in description. See you in the next session. Thank you very much.